Hello again. Welcome to the Green Dragons Gaming Club. Without us, they never feel like winners. Without them, we couldn't look so good. So, we played another game. This time was Dread Elves vs. Kingdom of Equitaine. The players were Ryan and myself, Mark. And we have two very experienced players playing two armies that they know very well. Ryan's been playing with the tinkering. He likes to go back between the Dread Elves, the Undead, and his Orcs and Goblins. Today he wanted to give them another try. So just to go over his list real quick, on the left-hand side he has going from left to right, I should say. What are they called now? The Acolytes. And he did do the upgrade, so there's the level 2 mage in there. That Chariot. There's a game layer that Chariot's my bane, and that's a Hydra, the Bolt Thrower, unit of Fast Cav, a level 4 Sorceress in amongst the Spearmen, some... Oh god, they're the crossbow guys. I can't remember their name right now. I'm so sorry. Followed by another Bolt Thrower, the Charybdis, Tower Guard, another unit of Fast Cav, followed by the Dread Swords in the back there. He used to be called the Executioners. He is amazing, absolutely amazing with that Fast Cavalry. Every time I play with him and he has that Fast Cavalry or that individual unit that can function the way that those things can, he uses them pristinely. It's pain to play against him, but it's great to watch it played. So today I decided to, using my Equitaine list again, I made a modification. I took out the 3 Ground Knights and took in Peg Knights instead, with changing another couple things. Of course, there's Duke Rockwolf. There's the Rock. There's the Wolf. Same unit of Aspiring Knights, Mounted Yeomen with nothing on them. 1 unit of Archers, another unit of Archers with Flaming Arrows. 11 Peasant Crusaders. That is the Green Knight. I am using the old Green Knight model as the Green Knight. 1 unit there with... that's the larger unit of Knights of the Realm with a level 2 Sorceress in there. Or Damsel, as they're called. And there was another unit of 8 with a Damsel and my BS... Oh no, my BSB's right there, and then one in the middle. So we do Vanguards real quick. So as you can see, he moves up his Acolytes. He moves up his other unit of Fast Cav. I move up my Fast Cav for the Yeoman. And now it's turn 1. I really enjoy being able to roll for possibly getting first turn. As typical, I don't get it. He moves up as such. He moves the Chariot to the side. He positions his Fast Cavalry. Now this is just that one that was snaking along. The other unit of Fast Cavalry will be shown in just a quick moment. Again, just really positioning at this point. That's what I hate. He does that so fantastically because now he has that Whiplash spell and he's able to turn around and go against me, and he's going to go right down my ranks with that unit of Fast Cav. And on the other side, if I turn around, if I move my Knights, they're going to have a field day just with my Peasants. If I turn around and face them, they're just going to dance around, and it's just not going to be a pretty picture. So as I said, we get to Magic. He does that Whiplash spell, kills 1 Aspiring Knight, and 4 Archers. Right off the bat, I'm saying 4-letter words at him. He's laughing hysterically at me. So now we can move into shooting. He turns around, he shoots 1 Mounted Yeoman with 1 of his units. Then he just kills them. Just flat out kills all 4 of them. They're dead. And I look down at them and go, they're peasants. They're meant to die. I need to figure out how to use them better. I used to use them extremely well back in 8th edition. Right now, don't know. I feel like I'm wasting my 55 points after playing him repeatedly, and he kills him so quickly. Keeps shooting at that 1 decimated unit that he used a spell on. Kills another 2. That leaves me now 4 archers from originally 10. So now it's my turn. Turn 1. Here's how the board looks. I move up my Peg Knights. I block his fast cavalry so they can't go into my Aspiring Knights using my Duke. I know my Duke's the one model I have on the board that will give him fits. Over there, I push up with 1 unit of Knights. I just kind of stay back. I have him on the reach, but he's got me with the shooting. I move up with my Green Knight. He's ethereal. What do I care? Unless he's going to be pelting me with spells, and so I have to worry about spells. But his level 4 mage is there. His level 2 mage is in the corner. I'm okay with this so far. And my Peasant Crusaders are there. They're staring at the archers. And hopefully I can clear them out of the building. I only get 4 magic dice. I get off Luminous Bolts. Because with the way the magic is right now, we're playing version 9.99 of 9th Age. The Kingdom of Equitaine only has white magic, wilderness, nature, and heavens to choose from. We used to have Lore of Light. I really, really enjoyed Lore of Light. Unfortunately, they took it away. So my next favorite lore is going to be white magic. Kill 4 right off the bat. And that's it. My shooting does absolutely nothing. His turn. So again, a little bit more positioning on his part. He dances around my Duke. I'm staring at a Hydra. I'm staring at all that shooting over there. We're playing just kind of the dancing game. We'll see how it works. Over here, he simply moves up. Goes ahead. I forget what spell he casts. I would need to grab my notes at this point. But I forget what spell he casts. Turns around. Rolls a absolute power. It's what it used to be called. So it has a miscast. Kills 3 of his own models. My other unit of 10 archers kills 4 right off the bat. They're peasants. They're meant to die. Let's see. So now it's Equitaine's turn. I go ahead. I declare a charge. Thinking, all right, I'm going to charge. I'm going to blow up that chariot. I move my Pegasus Knights right behind his fast cavalry to try to flush them out over there. And I figure he's going to countercharge me at this point. I'm staring at that Hydra going, I know that thing's going to countercharge me. I'm going to choose to flee, go on the other side of the rocks, and be done with it. So then, again, that's how the charge looks. Fairly happy with it. I charge the tower because he happened to move his bowman into the tower. His shooting, he went with that shooty list. And even when soft cover, he still took out, I had 11, so 7. He killed 7 of my Peasant Crusaders. And of course, Green Knight gets in. He dismounts, and he's got a great weapon. Ethereal, 2 up armor, I think goes down to 4 up at that point in time. Get off another shot of Luminous Bolts. This time I kill 4 of his Executioners. So the charge. I turn around. I kill his chariot. I have to overrun in order to kill it, but I caught it. His chariot managed to kill 1 of my knights. Not a problem. Shooting. Killed... Oh no, that's the other close combat. I killed 2, but I won combat. I end up in that building, so you can see my peasants there in the tower, and my Green Knights off to the side. So now it's his turn. He positions himself so I have to charge. If I don't charge, he's going to be charging me. It's the last thing I want, especially as an Equitaine player. Because even though I love my lances, they don't handle well if they don't get the charge off. He goes ahead, he charged in my peasants. And where's another unit of fast cav? I literally think he was dancing with me over there. There's Duke Rockwolf trying to keep everything at bay over there. And that's it. So close combat. Turns around and he's in there with his Hydra. Now, he thinks I was silly for go ahead and charging in. And I'm looking at his Hydra going, has 5, 7 attacks, I think now. Strength 5, it's not armor piercing. He only killed one knight doing that, but we'll get to that. So he turns around, he's doing some more positioning over there. He lines up to be able to countercharge my building. His magic. No, that's from shooting. I apologize. That's him shooting his bolt throwers at me. So he turned around and managed to kill 2 more of my Knights of the Realm from shooting. He does well. Ryan typically rolls above average, and he plays a very, very smart army. So, yep, there's that bolt thrower right there on the hill. That's the guilty culprit that did it. Turns around. Now we're into close combat because his magic. I was able to shut down his magic most of the game. So close combat, of course, he kills my archers. Turns around. His Hydra doesn't really do anything to my unit of knights, but he's in my flank. He has a rank, and he charged. So he's winning combat right there. I have 1 rank and a banner. So I lose by 1. Do they flee? I think they may have held him up. No, they fled. So at this point in time, I'm like, all right, I need to start making some trouble for him. Try to remember why that's there. So one thing I forgot to mention last turn, and I greatly apologize, is I did take in a unit of ambushers. I love my hedge knights. Right now I'm using my dwarves until I turn around and put together my hedge knights for those models. A unit of hedge knights come up on the field. He positioned his fast cav, so no matter what, I had to charge his unit of fast cav. His Charybdis is going the wrong way, and I'm trying to remember why. It lives and it stays on the board, but I just can't remember why. Let's see. Of course, there are the 3 remaining Crusaders up there in the building. Let's see. There's the Hydra. I broke from that combat. I was not a happy camper. I broke from that combat, and he ran me down. I'm like, oh. And the reason why I broke from that combat is I had to take out that chariot, because I know that chariot can cause me grief and has high leadership, so I expect to be able to rally. I ran it down, but I ran so far, it put me so that if I chose to flee as a charge reaction, it would have put me off the board. It's the only reason I took that last charge from that Hydra. So I repositioned my Peg Knights to try to go after that. And in the middle there, I charge in with my Knights of the Realm and my Green Knight into his unit of Tower Guard. And the other unit knights charge into his... They were executioners. I don't know what they're called now. So this is how that looks. I turn around and get off Guiding Hand for +2 initiative. Since I'm now initiative 5, he's either initiative 5 or 6. But I think that also increased my weapon skill as well. So after that combat, between that lance and the Green Knight, he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 models left over of a unit that was 20 strong. Again, I've been picking on it with some spells here or there, but it's decimated. It's really hurt. He kills 1 knight. I kill more than their fair share. So now it's his turn over there. The 1 unit that had charged the unit of executioners took care of them. They turned around, they ran him over. I lost maybe 2 of my knights to his 6. Granted, he was swinging first, strength 6, but again, my armor, my ward, and I've got that little token on there saying okay, going to be able to discard a wound if you do it, because that's the lore attribute. At this point, Ryan's staring at the models going, this is not going well. Just not going well. Over here, he rallies his Charybdis, and he charges in his big unit of infantry into my 3 Peasant Crusaders. That's it. That's all that he does. He repositions his fast cavalry. He charges into the unit of archers, and there are my Peg Knights. I won't lie to you, I don't know how to use them well. I feel I'm throwing away 145 points every game. Because eventually they're going to get eaten by that Hydra. That Hydra is going to end up being his MVP, if I remember correctly. But so far, I think I can. I feel like I'm sitting there with my kids watching Thomas going, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. Or Little Blue Engine, or whoever said that. So he turns around, throws a curse on me, which lowers my weapon skill. So we're basically right where we started at. Or lowers my initiative and leadership. He shoots 1 Peg Knight, sets same crossbow up on that hill. He kills 2 of my archers, but I loved it. I only have 1 attack, just 1. And those, he puts all the armor and everything else on that unit of his fast cavalry. That lone archer turned around and stabbed someone in the eye. I loved it. Couldn't ask for anything more. Again, they're peasants. He easily kills those 3. Takes a tower, sitting there with his mage. So now it's my turn 4. So after turn around, blowing up that unit, which case he did nothing to me, I charge into the bolt thrower. The Green Knight charges into that tower to clean out that tower. And just a little bit more positioning. Again, I told you I charge. What was I thinking? So I turn around, I charge that Hydra. I'm going, yes, I'm going to go ahead. These 2 knights, that's a 155 point unit because there's a unit champion in there. These knights are going to be able to kill the Hydra, revenge. They killed my aspiring knights, not an issue. Those 2 archers actually held up his fast cavalry and reformed. All's right in the world. My Duke, Rockwolf, turns around, charges up on the bolt thrower that's been giving me so much grief. There's my Hedge Knights that overran and pushed off the unit of fast cav off the field, staring at his acolytes. It's pretty well. My magic phase. I turn around, I get off Luminous Bolts. Barely get it off. He takes all his dice that he has and throws it at trying to stop it. He rolled nothing but like 1s and 2s. I looked down like, I'm so sorry. And I threw 3 dice. He had to throw, I think, 5 or 6 dice, and he failed. Absolutely failed. Not only that, but Luminous Bolts only does 2d6 strength 4. Blows him up. He's staring at us like, of all things, that's what I needed that thing. I needed my Charybdis in order to kill my general. Of course, his fast cav eat my 2 remaining peasants. That Hydra. And what's sad is that's my model. He's using my own model against me. The Hydra turns around, eats my 2 remaining Pegasus Knights. Duke Rockwolf, of course, cleans up that hill. Turn 5. He takes his Acolyte and charges into the Green Knight. The Green Knight cleared off that building, and there's a reason why that unit of Knights is all the way back to where it is. After I turned around and blew up the bolt thrower, and the Green Knight won combat, and he had such a horrible roll that they failed. They broke from the building, and then that unit turned around and charged them. They fled, and I ended up going off the board as well after them. But I didn't want to turn around, and they're there just so we remember where they are come my turn. So the Charybdis is dead. His level 4 mage is dead. He charges in against my Green Knight. He threw up his 2 spells, and of course I rolled horribly. And his archers are staring at Duke Rockwolf. It's pretty much how the board looks. So after all that, I'm sorry, he didn't just turn around and move up the archers to Duke Rockwolf. He charged me. The Green Knight does what the Green Knight does. Kills all the acolytes. The Duke and his hippogriff turns around, destroys all those archers, and that's it. So what are we looking at? We're looking at a Hydra left on the field. That one unit of fast cavalry that took out my archers, and that's it. The results: major victory for King of Equitaine. Weren't even aware of the new point system in the back, so we're just going to say major victory. So for the MVPs, that Hydra, it killed my Aspiring Knights, it killed my Pegasus Knights, it survived all the way to the end. I hate it, and it was my model, my own model. For the King of Equitaine, my opponent Ryan, he chose my Battle Standard Bearer. I forgot he had an assassin in that unit. So turns around, he has an assassin in that unit of Tower Guard, and he tries to go up against my BSB. My BSB not only survives, but kills his assassin. And killed over 3 of his Tower Guard. My own choice, I was Duke Rockwolf. When I wrote this up, I wrote him as Drake, but Duke Rockwolf, or my own choice, is going to be the Green Knight. The archers, the Tower Guard, the Spear Elves, his mage, his acolytes, that's all done by that model. And he had some magic weapons in there. He had the magic spells at the same time. It survived. I was rolling well with his saves. And he performed extremely, extremely well. So that ends the